And both players drawing their opening 7. Jonathan with a Wingseed Rider, which is in my opinion, the best white common. So
it seemed like he only had one plate though and one swamp.
Oh, okay.
So he might be low on lands here. Peeling a swamp helps some, but there is a plane, so
there is a plane.
He's ready to have the Wingseed Rider for turn 3.
Yeah.
And down he comes.
Yeah, there's basically not much to fear out of a green-blue deck. If that was a Nessian Coursery, David might have had time to feed here, but...
There's the Reach.
Yeah, Leaf Crown Dryad.
Yep.
A 2/2 Reach with Bestow for 3 colors on the green.
So an aggressive swing here from David.
The good old double white 3-drop into a Devotion 4-drop. Double black. It looks like it's the Vulpine Goliath. Yeah. So are we to assume that David only has the 1 first in way of land? Otherwise he would most likely reveal 2 lands. Yeah.
He did draw an island there, it seems. So.
Yeah.
And he's still winning this race.
Yes. And the nemesis of mortals comes down a turn early thanks to the Disciple of Phoenix discarding the creature, the Vulpine Goliath. And Jonathan is under a lot of pressure here. That's a 2-turn unblockable clock with the agent. And besides, he also has a 5/5 alongside of him. And the agent being able to gain unblockable via 2 colors and the blue and activation.
Jonathan needs to find an answer to it post haste here. It's gonna seal this match pretty quickly.
Yeah, in 2 turns. And here is the black Bestow Lurgoyf.
So he gets the swinging for 4 here, which is good, but it's still not fast enough. He needs to kill David next turn or find some answer for.
Well, he actually
for the unblockable guy.
Yeah, he has to jump here with the Disciple of Phoenix because he has a Grey Merchant of Asphodel in hand. Yeah. So he had a drain for 6 on the stack, so to speak, but is forced to jump here. So.
He will still drain for 4, so the Nemesis Immortals, the Night Howler, as is in play, will also gain 1 more from the Disciple that was just killed. So a Grave Merchant here is excellent, since he can survive for an extra turn and also just keep attacking with the flyer here.
Yeah, and he gets to jump another time. And
so a drain for 4 and then an attack for 5 here brings David down very low as well.
But it only attacks for 4 right here, right?
No, it's 5.
Oh yeah.
2 creatures and it's a 3/3.
Yeah. True.
But the Savage Surge
puts an end to those plans.
Puts an end to those pesky plans.
Yeah.
He does get the Night Howler though, so
all is not lost. But
it's only a 3/3 though.
Yeah.
And he will need to jump
Well,
one of the guys.
Oh, he can put both guys in front of the Nemesis, perhaps. He doesn't put in a very nice position. And yeah, he puts both of them in front of the Nemesis 3s, Nemesis Immortals, right? Or maybe
You can only kill one of the guys, if that is the case, and he doesn't have enough mana to monstrous the Nemesis.
Yeah.
But he gives him the chance to actually block the. So he'll just take 5 and have a shot to draw into something that can handle Nemesis.
Yeah.
He'll only go down to 4, so he can take a hit from the bestow creature that is on the.
But something is afoot here.
There's
Griptide.
Griptide, and yeah.
So that's why he allowed Jonathan to block.
Yeah. So down to 4, and we know what he will draw.
Yeah.
So he won't have the luxury of pulling another land.
No.
So this is a very bad situation for Jonathan.
Yeah. He needs some kind of miracle.
Yeah.
Preferably Terminus.
It would have been hard since we knew what he would draw.
Yeah.
Night Howler.
True. So 1-1 so far. And the Jonathan's deck, I have to admit, it seems a bit poorly matched up in this matchup.
It's very weak against the bounce spells, of course.
Yeah. And also all of David's creatures are so huge.
Yeah.
So you almost always are forced into a position where you need to take a risk on a double block somewhere. You might getting blown out by a Savage Surge or a Griptide or so.
Yeah.
Well, he could be getting a draw like in game 1 where he just took the disguise and ran David over, killing off anything that seemed vaguely dangerous.
Anything that was in the way of the flyer.
Yeah, exactly. I thought I saw David bringing in Fade into Antiquity here, and it seems reasonable. He's seen 2 Cavern Lampeds in game 1, and he's still the Death Howler Night Howler game 2. David.
Some shuffling problems here.
Yeah, totally fails to shuffle Jonathan's deck. Jonathan has the Harpy, the 2/1 for 3.
Maybe just
Death
one
Toil
land or.
Yeah, we're trying to lean over to see more of Jonathan's hand, but
It's
unfortunately
not working,
that doesn't work that way. The good old Steed. The
Can lead
2/2
off to a quick start for Jonathan here.
Yeah,
Vaporkin
doesn't block very well, but it's pretty good in the race, so to speak. Jonathan peeling planes there. Not quite sure if he needed it. It seems kind of like he doesn't have any white mana. Maybe he doesn't have any white spells either, so it doesn't really matter.
Piling out the creatures here early is definitely something that Jonathan needs to win this game. All the big creatures, they just clogged up the board for for David last game is really not something that Jonathan can handle. It seems unless he gets a quick start and then gets him low enough to actually manage to break through with the last pieces.
Phoenix takes a look at 4 of David's cards. I think maybe David is sitting on the flash aura here.
When you show an island like this, it's most likely the only land in his hand.
Yeah.
But would you even take it? Looking at the cards that you see instead.
He's shown 2 lands, right?
Oh, right. You're right. I'm sorry.
But last game he just revealed one land, and
so possibly still like when you look at a substantial part of the player's hand, and you get the option to discard a land. If there's 2 of them, then obviously you probably prefer to take a spell that could be troublesome for you. But in this case, where you if you were only to show 1 land and 3 spells, it's plausible that you would actually want to take the land.
Maybe yes, no.
Well, obviously depending on the spells, but I could see several scenarios where it would actually be pretty
inclined to take
just try to mana screw your opponent as much as you can.
But there's such a high risk though that they draw a land.
So we have the flash flyer here from David's side and an ordeal to follow it up. So he'll smash in for
4 damage
here.
Yeah, so the race is really on now.
It looked. I think I saw a Night Howler on Jonathan's hand though. So there's 3 creatures? No, 2 creatures.
2 creatures in the graveyard. And David still with the Fade into Antiquity in hand. Also, a piece of synergy here between the Ordeal of Thassa and the 3/2 flyer that gains you life when you draw cards.
Yeah.
Jonathan.
So we'll see if he's bestowing the Night Howler here.
He's bestowing onto the 1/3 here.
So you can get some more value out of the attack as well.
Yeah, true. And like when you have a flyer like this, you might be inclined to take the 3/2 shade with the steed, but with the Night Howler in play, that kinda feels a bit iffy. But true, David does have Fade into Antiquity in hand, so he might. Yeah, he ends up just taking it. Yeah, so Jonathan knew about the Fade into Antiquity, so he's just content in using his Night Howler as
an extra 2 damage.
Yeah, exactly. A shock for 4.
Well, I guess it would be an extra 3 damage actually, since he couldn't have attacked him with the
true.
With the Disciple otherwise.
Yeah, the Disciple would have had to stay at home.
Yeah.
So 8 damage coming through from David here. So he has to kill the enchantment now, right? There's no way he lives.
I think I saw a Grey Merchant in Jonathan's hand. So if that's the case, then this is so over.
This is over.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's a drain for 6.
Yes.
Which takes David down to 2, and there it is. So Jonathan wins this and locks up his spot in playing tomorrow.
Yeah.
David will need to squeak in a win in the last round.
Yeah.